One by one, the mangled rail cars were delicately lifted off the bridge, and the interstate they came crashing down on. Up close, the brutal force of the derailment was obvious. The train was traveling along the straightaway. It was going 2.5 times over the speed limit when it approached the curve in the tracks. Some passengers say what happened next was like a bomb going off.
You start to see the roof kind of, peel. You're just like, is this ever going to stop? And it stopped. And when it stopped, it was completely black.
Beverly and Charlie Hebner were thrown across the rail car they were sitting in.
After getting myself upright and my legs unfolded, I saw her legs, and I reached down and I shook one, and she shook it back. I said, oh, boy. I said, you all right? She says, I think so.
They were bloody and bruised, but knew others fared much worse.
There was this body lying there. I mean, he hardly had any clothes on. The clothes had just been ripped off him, and he was obviously dead.
2 of the 3 killed on the train were rail enthusiasts and part of a group that advocated for train travel. They were excited to be on the first official ride along a new route. Tens of millions of dollars were spent upgrading tracks and infrastructure for this new, faster route. But the Amtrak train wasn't using technology that could have automatically slowed it down when it was going too fast. The positive train control system is mandated by Congress. It was supposed to be on all rail lines by 2015, but the government pushed back the deadline until next year. As part of the investigation, officials will be looking into whether the crew was distracted. At the time of the accident, the engineer was in the locomotive along with the conductor, who was in training.
It looks like, in our preliminary analysis, that the emergency brake was automatically activated after when the accident was occurring, rather than being initiated by the engineer.
Investigators haven't been able to interview the crew members yet, but will in the days ahead as they piece together just why an inaugural train ride turned deadly. Briar Stewart, CBC News, DuPont, Washington State.